everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be back. So today I'd like to talk about how to persist in living in the end. Now, before I get into how to persist, I'd like to talk about what is persisting. Do you actually understand what actually persisting is? Persisting is when you have found yourself starting to live in the end, you dominantly put your state, you are in this state of being as somebody who has his her wish fulfilled. So you persist as you continuously choosing this state. You intentionally, you consciously pick this a very specific state, which is wish fulfilled, which is your end scene, and you live there as you act like the person that has her wish fulfilled already. The questions, the thoughts, the answers you would have in your head as your state of being, your belief system, and your feeling state, they are all very much aligned with your desired outcome, with your desired version of SP. So when you are in this state of being, is this state of being of yours belongs to another version of you that is opposite to somebody who doesn't have her wish fulfilled? You feel me on this? So when you actually persist, that means you are somebody else. You are a different version of yourself who has a totally different thinking pattern when it comes to relationships, your specific person, love relationship, and the way you perceive yourself, your belief systems, and your feeling state, that is completely different. So that is why living in the end, persisting as continuously keeping yourself in this state is the key of conscious manifesting. So to understand, to know, I feel like some people, they come to my coaching space, they have this question, they bring this question to the session is, I know how to manifest SP. I know, I've been trying to live in the end. I know that, we are going to be together. I feel they love me and all these things. I would be very honest, right? That's my job, to be honest with all of you guys. That you try to live in the end and you tell yourself that this person loves you. These are actually not living in the end. Okay, let me break it down for you. So you come to me and you tell me, you know what conscious manifesting is about, living in the end, what is living in the end, right? So what is living in the wish fulfilled? So what is this self-concept of yours you need to adopt to be able to manifest your specific person? Okay, to know about something and to actually do it, and after that to actually persist in that, they are different things. The first two is to know that you're fully capable of eating a strawberry and to actually eat it. The first two things, this is just a small analogy for you. To know you're capable of eating a strawberry and to actually eat it, there are two things. So to know you can manifest SP and to live in the end, right? And to tap in, and later on to persist living in the end, there are three things. That means there are three states of yours. So a lot of people, they would come to the channel, they would come to, even for people that went to Neville's lectures all those years back, I bet some of them, they never put it to test, as they never tried, they never tapped into living in the wish fulfilled. And also some people, they would be tapping into the living in the wish fulfilled. However, they did not persist, because this persisting in living in the end is the ultimate ball game. This is the ball game. This is the game that helps you to manifest, to bring anything you desire into your physical reality. So you gotta be persisting. You gotta be living there. Living there requires, a lot of people don't like this. A lot of people just give up on this so easily, because it is easy to give up, is commitment, is dedication, is relentlessness, is going all out. That you get to understand this is between you and you. This is your desire. This is not about SP. It doesn't matter how much you want to drag your SP into this thing. SP is just playing a role you assign them to play. They really have nothing to do with the way you want to persist living in the end. So you do not check 3D if they are doing what you think they're doing. They are doing the right things or not the right things, because it truly doesn't matter. It cannot matter, because it's between you and you. It's between you and your desire, your wish fulfilled state. So you just need to keep on living in wish fulfilled. You keep on being committed to this state. To know something, to know about something, to know you're capable of doing something, to actually do it, and actually persisting in doing it, as committed to do it, it's different. It's like start a business. Anybody can start a business. And to actually do it and know that, might be too hard, might be too easy. And then to actually persisting, continuously putting in the work and do it and be in the game and challenge yourself, and knowing that this is not just a walk in the park, so that you know that it takes commitment. So this is also the time that for you to know that if you feel this person even is worth it for you. If you think this person is truly worth it, if you feel yourself is truly worth it, first and foremost, most importantly, of course, you would do anything. You would be so relentless. And again, it is not even about them at all. It's not even about SP, how they show up in 3D, how they're not showing up in 3D. So that when you are relentless, when you have this just giving 0 F's about what is going on in 3D, you put your 4D version as you allow yourself to, okay, so let me put it this way, right? Majority of the people that are manifesting SP, as I know of, they tend to be like, okay, I allow SP to show up in my 3D in a certain way. It's like in this certain ways, like pretty small. It's like certain ways, like you better do what I tell you to, or inside of me or whatever, right? So what I'm trying to make sense to you here is, instead of allowing your SP to do this and do that and limit them to do this and do that within this box, so to speak, don't worry about 3D. Don't worry about putting limitations on what's going on. However, setting your boundaries is so important, but that's totally another thing. I'll talk about it another time, but in this video, I'd like to make you understand this, right? Instead of focusing on 3D, what they're doing in 3D, what they're not doing in 3D, come back to your 4D, allow them to be the best version you wish them to be in here, and be relentless in the privacy of your imagination, because all day, every day, you're running these conversations here. Anyways, you're running self-talk, you're running, oh, but you haven't contacted me for 5 months, okay? Let's just make that as an example. The circumstance in 3D. How come you haven't? What did I do wrong to you? If I said sorry already, okay, these are the conversations that is indicating somebody who is not living in the wish fulfilled state, that is completely regurgitating what has been happening, showing up in 3D. I'm doing this is because you don't actually know what is happening behind the scenes until something is showing up. So how do you actually, quote unquote, predicting is you predict here. Because if you know what is going on here, you know what is going on later on in 3D. So that is how it works, because everything is as pushed out, everybody is as pushed out, the whole world is as pushed out. Okay, our thinking patterns, our belief systems, and how the way we perceive ourselves to be deserving and not deserving of having in this physical world. But all it starts from the inner world first. So to know about something, to actually do it, and to actually persisting in doing it, they are completely different things. So check yourself, if you're still at the beginning stage, is you're learning how to conscious manifest, you believe it's possible for you, keep going, right? And persisting, living in the end, it takes dedication, it takes commitment, it takes relentlessness, it takes giving zero F's about 3D, about what anybody, any situation, any SP said this, did this, SP told me this, SP said, SP blocked me, SP did this. No, it does not matter at all. Nothing happened in 3D in between you and the SP matters. Nothing matters. Be persistent in living in the wish fulfilled here. Always be coming back here. Always be coming back into the center. It's like, okay, this is too exhausting. 3D is too exhausting. Let me comfort myself. Let me have a relationship with my SP, the best relationship ever here. Here, SP saying something you want to hear. And it's completely opposite to what they said in 3D. I intend this video has offered clarity. If you need coaching, I'm here for you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back.